Come on, we gotta get out of here. Move.
The movie begins with Evan Shaw, a veteran CIA assassin who works for his boss, Kevin Angler. Angler runs a black ops team called the Tourism Board, which carries out assassinations around the world. Whenever Shaw arrives in a new country, he follows the same routine. He collects a suitcase from the airport's lost and found, buys a specific newspaper, and decodes his mission from the classified ads section. The missions contain no faces and no names. After receiving his assignment, Shaw goes to a hotel and checks into a room. He always stays alert because he works alone and trusts no one. Disguised as a dock worker, Shaw infiltrates a wharf located near his target's heavily guarded compound. He carefully observes the area and confirms the identity of the man he must eliminate. Later that evening, Shaw has dinner at a restaurant. While eating, he notices a family celebrating their child's birthday. The moment reminds him of his late wife Monica. Shaw suddenly remembers standing at Monica's grave and wishing she were still with him. While sitting in the restaurant, Shaw notices a blonde woman watching him from the bar. He quietly pays for her drink through the bartender and asks him to tell her thanks but no thanks. Shaw then leaves the restaurant. That night, he sleeps with his gun on his chest, always ready for danger. The following night, Shaw returns to the wharf wearing dark clothes. One guard notices the reflection from his scope. Before the guard can react, Shaw shoots him. Shaw then eliminates two more guards who respond to the gunshot. After clearing the area, Shaw breaks into the building to find his target. A guard almost ambushes him, but Shaw quickly rolls away, disarms the man, and shoots him. Shaw finally reaches his target and kills him without saying a word. He disappears into the night. Later, Shaw cleans himself, treats his injuries, and burns any evidence that could link him to the assassination. After the mission, Shaw travels to Rome. When he arrives at his hotel, he again collects a newspaper and decodes another mission. He goes to his room and reads another quote left for him by Angler. Before leaving the room for dinner, Shaw places a folded dollar bill in the doorframe so he will know if someone enters the room. He spends the evening eating dinner, remembering Monica, and relaxing by the pool. When Shaw returns to his room, he unfolds the dollar bill and immediately realizes someone has entered. Moments later, the same blonde woman from the restaurant appears and points a gun at him.
I know what you're doing today. Got your instructions from the past. Same as you always do, same as you did in New York. And you're Shaw, right? Evan Shaw?
Important information waiting on the table. Shaw tricks her into looking away, quickly disarms her, and knocks her unconscious. When Casey wakes up, she explains that she works for MI6. She says she was sent to investigate Shaw's division. According to her information, the division does not exist anymore, and Shaw never worked for the CIA. She also tells him that Kevin Angler died 10 years ago. Shaw reacts with shock. He ties Casey to a chair while he checks her passport and verifies her identity. The records confirm that Angler is dead. Shaw begins to question everything he believed.
I don't see how it can work. I mean, with this life, but I met a really great woman. I felt like this. I never thought about having a family until I met her, and then I've actually known her a long time. I met her in Syria.
Help uncover the truth behind the organization that has been using him. She suggests they travel to Malta, where she found a possible tourism board office. Shaw hesitates at first, but after thinking about Monica and the possibility that her death was not an accident, he decides to go with Casey. Meanwhile, a woman monitoring Shaw's body GPS notices his unusual movements and informs her boss. They immediately send out a coded message in the newspaper, waiting for Shaw's response. Shaw and Casey travel to Malta. During the trip, Shaw teaches Casey basic survival rules. Travel light, move fast, and always choose transportation with a quick escape route. Casey explains how she discovered Shaw. While investigating the tourism board case file, she found evidence that an entire intelligence division existed only to support one assassin. Everywhere that assassin traveled, a high-profile death followed. Eventually, her research led directly to Shaw. When they arrive in Malta, Shaw answers a ringing payphone nearby. A mysterious man tells him to return to Rome and complete his mission. Shaw demands to know who he is working for now that Angler is dead. The man refuses to answer and warns Shaw that if he does not finish the mission, he will become the next target. Soon after, a mercenary team led by Butler receives Shaw's GPS location and orders to eliminate him. Shaw and Casey locate the abandoned tourism board office in Malta. While exploring the building, Shaw remembers meeting Angler there many years ago. Inside the old office, Shaw searches under several chairs and finally finds one containing hidden circuit boards and a cassette tape. Before they can leave, Butler's mercenaries surround the building. A gunfight breaks out. Shaw plays the cassette recording. It contains a conversation between Angler and another man named Sean, who accuses Angler of running a rogue operation. Casey continues researching and discovers something strange. After the tourism board officially shut down, Shaw's targets changed. Instead of terrorists, he began killing CEOs and politicians. Later, Casey uncovers an important pattern. Every assassination affected the stock market, and one company always benefited: the Griffin Group, a powerful hedge fund. Realizing he was used as a tool for financial manipulation, Shaw decides to confront the company. Shaw and Casey enter the Griffin Group headquarters and meet Antonio, the man managing the operation. Antonio admits that Shaw's actions helped the company become extremely powerful. He offers Shaw money to continue working for them and promises to reveal the true leader if Shaw spares his life. Shaw accepts the offer temporarily. Antonio sends them to a private seaside compound where they meet someone shocking, Kevin Angler, who is still alive. Shaw immediately punches Angler and demands answers. Angler begins explaining the truth, but before he finishes, Butler's mercenaries attack the compound. Butler fires a rocket launcher into the basement, causing a huge explosion that kills Angler. Shaw and Casey escape through the building while wounded. Casey throws grenades to slow the mercenaries while Shaw holds them off with a shotgun. Eventually, Butler shoots Shaw and leaves him unable to move. Just as Butler prepares to kill him, Casey throws a grenade at Butler, killing him instantly. The police soon arrive at the scene. Shaw and Casey survive and leave together. Later, they visit Monica's grave. Shaw promises to take care of Casey now that he knows she is his daughter. The two decide to start a new life and support each other. However, Shaw still has one final task. Antonio sits nervously in his office when Shaw suddenly appears behind him. Shaw tells him their negotiations are over and kills him. With that, Shaw disappears into the shadows. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because it really helps channel grow.